Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey and what you need to hear today. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, we had off the hook weather today. Breezy and sunny and just gorgeous. So yes, I also am a weather channel. I'm just so impressed when Mother Nature creates the perfect environment for walks and sitting in your yard and just being peaceful and warm and feeling the sun and all the animals come out. It's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, you guys, so number one we're going to take a look at is there is strength in doing nothing. Wait, what have you been forcing and how can you let go of the outcome? Okay, you see all the gold in this? To me, what I struggle with at times and I am making a great, inroads at is not trying to figure out future expenditures. That just really doesn't help me when I'm thinking, okay, well, I need college tuition for this at that time, new car, this. It simply can be overwhelming. It's not that we put our head in the sand and we don't think about it, but this is, you know what, can we just have a little bit of breath and quiet and peace and then get into flow state? This is kind of like that gorgeous meditative state where something, we want to see results, but if we just push and push by overthinking, strange things happen. It starts with like optimism and and if this goes right and this will lead to that, to overthinking, which then we go down the other side where we start to throw in all the woulda, shoulda, couldas and what could go wrong, and then the negative spin on it by overthinking, because that's what a tailspin is. You're just going around and you're chasing your own tail. So what have you been thinking about a little too much, and just by thinking about it, you're not going to create a great result, but you're going to get yourself into that tailspin of worry and concern and maybe anxiety. So just let it go. Allow whatever's going to happen. This happens sometimes for large adventures and expenditures and or events. We overthink, oh my gosh, if there's going to be a lot of people there, all these contingency plans, right? Oh, what if I spill something on my dress? What if this? It's really weird what the mind will do, and it'll create concerns that don't really deserve to be there. So, let's get into a quiet place and observe and then release all of that. And again, I love the que sera, whatever will be, because that really is the truth. There is a divine plan for everything. There is divine timing. So if we think results aren't coming in fast enough, all we do is just make ourselves tighter and more restricted. And this is about expansion, and my neck feels relaxed and my shoulders feels relaxed and my breath is deep and smooth, and everything is a kind reward when we just get in flow state. And I feel by doing that, it creates better results, and we definitely feel more healthy, we feel more relaxed, we feel more aligned. So just again, put it out into the universe exactly what you'd like, and then let go of the expectations or the whens. Let divine timing do its rich deep work and let it just kind of flow to you. That's how it works for me, definitely. And I have my best days also where I don't overplan. I leave a lot of space throughout the day for impromptu things like, if I want to stop at this whatever cool church sale or do something, I don't feel like I am jamming, because spring and summer is definitely a time to be very fluid and let a lot of things just come to us with ease and let go of a lot of other things. A great time too to look around and see if you have any internal clutter in your house or your living space, and just be like, what do I really feel about this object or all these extra blankets or coats? Are they really of value to me, or can I kind of streamline and simplify and let go? Because I feel like this is also about creating space and clearance, but obviously letting go of the outcome, because even if it comes in really good and our expectations were too high, we still won't be satisfied, right? So what is the point in all of it? Let's just enjoy the here and now in the moment. That's the beauty of everything, right? So let's look at the next. I love this particular artwork too, because it gives such vastness, it gives such like space, and it's just basically like a big cathedral in space. I love it. Big flowers, gold dust. You cannot make a mistake. There are infinite possibilities available to you. Where is your heart guiding you? So this is not being fixated also on a certain outcome. If it doesn't have all these bells and whistles and exactitude, then it's not a win-win scenario. No way, Jose. This is you cannot make a mistake. So even if you begin a project, say, because I sometimes do this, like today I went and I got some really great beads, and I was like, and I do have the tendency to make a whole bunch when I first get But now I've learned what I don't need to do. After I strand it and try all these different things, I don't need to tie everything off and have a finished result. I can just string it and then have it. Maybe I'll put class on it. Maybe I'll unstring it and redo things. I have many options. I'd like for you to say that aloud to yourself as well. Extraordinarily helpful to me. I have many options. I cannot make a mistake. I am meant to try different things. Think throughout the world how many nice surprises popped up, even though it wasn't exactly how we pictured up, it actually ended up being nice. I do this sometimes with like properties and Airbnbs. If we're going on vacation, I will try to think of like what the layout is beforehand. And then I'm usually nicely surprised that the bathroom is way bigger than I thought, or whatever, just nice little surprises. So let's look for the things that feel like we're impressed by them, and concentrate on that and be like, yeah, the universe is always bringing me nice gifts and surprises. And also for me, for this is not being kind of like stingy with time. I love having an abundance mindset when it comes to time. Like everything that I want to get to, I'll get to, and it'll be done beautifully. I will not rush. I really practiced this morning, and it saved me so much energy. I felt completely unhurried and unbothered in every regard. I was like, when I get there, I'll get there. It's my day and my time. And I don't need everything to be so concise and run by a clock. And that will make you feel really good about completing a task and not being like, oh, well, I did this in 3 hours, but I could have done it in 2. I really don't have the same experience with days that I feel like I have to go from task to task or procedure to procedure to when I'll just have an impromptu. I'll stop by the beach, I'll go for a nice walk, I'll stop here, I'll get a nice beverage. All of that, just really flow state, and recognize that whatever you're attempting, that there are no mistakes. There's just different. That's all, right? And this has to do with comparing ourselves to others too. Oh, well, so and so, built this birdhouse or whatever, and was sanded and painted beautifully. I drop all comparisons with everything that I do, especially in readings. And some people, sometimes they have elaborate 12 pick of cards. But what I find is when I'm watching that, the people know they have so much speaking and work and information ahead of them that they actually speed up the cadence of their voice. And I somehow feel like I'm in a rush or I'm uncomfortable due to the reader's fast cadence of speech. So, it's to each his own. I feel like some younger, kind of like hyped up types, they may like that, but it's like I like the slow and the mellow. Again, I just don't compare my style or what I do to anybody else. We all have our unique input. So again, there are no mistakes. I really love that, and I feel like that's true. That comes with overthinking too. We can start to tear apart our fabric of what we already think is fine when we overthink things. So you are the joy seeker. What little victories can you celebrate? Okay, I want you to think right now. Look around your house and look at some of the things that you find of beauty. Look in your refrigerator. Is there something that you cooked for yourself or your family? Seriously, do you have fresh laundry somewhere? You did that, or maybe your offspring or somebody did that. But you know what I mean? It's like you have created this life around you. Do you have a beautiful piece of furniture, or crystals, or things that you like? Those victories every single day. Here's the deal. We make so many choices that sometimes we just get choice overload, right? I know I'm in my best kind of scenario when if I have a task to do, I go direct to task. I do not stop. I do not do like grocery store, post office, furniture shopping, floral shopping, blah, 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 stop by the, library and try to create some kind of like checklist for the Olympic gods, and then by the time I get to the one place that I wanted to go enjoy, I'm exhausted. Like, I don't know about you guys, those superstores can blow my mind. If it has 15 or more aisles, I gotta go there with a list and go there with a purpose and get to it, because I do get choice overload, and I do sometimes get fear of missing out, like, oh, maybe I need to see this and that. So this is about simplification and really just cherry picking the things that you're happy about and that cause wins and makes you feel good. Like, did you clean your bathroom today? Now you get to go in and see a nice clean mirror in your bathroom and a clean sink. Simple things like that. Do a little victory lap and be proud of yourself for doing this, because there are some days where I know personally, if I begin cleaning, I almost go like I fixate, and then I do the next and the next and the next, and it will be hours, and I will just be this sweaty mass of a human, because I get so like, well, if I did this, I also need to do that. So now I've learned listen. You can listen to a podcast and just have a good time and slow your roll, do what needs doing in a kind of like calm, fun way, as opposed to being triggered and also being habitual and doing it like we did before, right? And that's no fun, because we want a new way and a new day. And that's what this is about too. A new way, a new day means we're going to have a different experience. So get curious about what tonight and tomorrow and all those things are going to bring for you. Feel good about that. I feel like that's so important. And these two are definitely related, because there is strength in doing nothing. Like if we didn't hear back from somebody, job interview or something like that, it is celebrate the fact that you put in this job application, that you connected or texted to this person, that you initiated contact. Really be proud. Honest to goodness, we give ourselves too little credit for just all the little weird choices and things that we have to do throughout the day, right? It's like there's a lot of things. What are we going to cook and clean, and where are we going to go, and do we need to get gas, and do we have a difficult or problematic coworker or person in our neighborhood or spouse or whatever? We really navigate a lot of things in our life. So just tell yourself, say good job for getting in there. And that's another reason I don't compare, because there are some people, I'm serious, that can go full throttle from this time they open their eyes to the time they go to sleep. My husband is one of them. He's a Capricorn, where you can just give him a sheer cliff and he's like, okay, I'll do this. He must make, I'm not kidding you, when I went to work with him and we're sanding some boats, like I hear him on the phone and I hear him with his employees, and he's literally putting out fires and do this and do that, quick decision making. But throughout the day, hundreds of decision makers. I'm like, thank God I'm now at a place and I have the kind of vocation where I don't need to do that, where I don't need other people's sense of urgency right at my doorstep. I can just kind of chill. And that's another thing too that I repeat for myself, and I'd love for you to do for yourself as well. I will not inconvenience myself to be a convenience to others. And I just had to learn that lesson the hard way, because I'm a people pleaser and I like to do things for people and make them happy and feel good. But not to my detriment. And I feel like a lot of people are learning this, my bandwidth got kind of burnt on that one. So next time it's lesson learned, and I won't go that far in that extreme. It's as simple as that. We're all learning stuff. And I want to thank you guys so much for your beautiful comments and tuning in every day. And, your support means the world to me. You guys are the best. And I just have this beautiful envisionment process of all of you guys enjoying your gardens and your animals and going to the beach and going for walks and, just having a restful, beautiful time. It is the season to just nourish the soul, and that's what it's about, right? So we're taking it easy, and again, we're not inconveniencing ourselves anymore. We are going to breathe deeply all the beauty and the magic that's around us and really live our best, most authentic life. So love and light.